You're listening to the hottest indie music on the planet. TRS 24/7 Radio, the station that independence built.
Hi, my name is Hunter Kennedy from 7th Story Fall, and you're listening to My Indie 10 on TRS 24/7 Radio. I would describe my music probably like a pop punk rock, like Mariana's Trench and Fall Out Boy mixed with Panic at the Disco. I'd say my creative process would be I just come downstairs, I'll start jamming out, and if I hear something I like, I'll immediately go to my computer, I'll record that, I'll listen to it a couple times, and usually I can listen to that part and hear all the rest of the parts, and then I just track by track, write the song that way. I've been pursuing this band for about 11 years now. I started it in 2002, and through many member changes, I'm still going. The music industry in my area is not good at all. A lot of the venues I've played recently, they shut down. The bookers are completely lazy. They rely on the bands to do everything. They do nothing. And then they get pissed at you if you don't bring, a ton of people to a venue that's never bringing shows like that prior. So, I don't know. It's not good. It's a lot better in other areas. I think I've gotten a lot more mature. I've been around a lot of older people, so I don't act like a little kid. I definitely don't act my age. As far as musically, I've learned guitar, drums, keys, vocals. I'm pretty much a producer at this point. I can write all kinds of instruments and, different types of music. And before, I was pretty much only in the pop punk scene, so I think I've grown a lot. I'd measure success. For me, it would just be self-sufficient, doing the band and not have to have another job to live. Being an independent artist has pretty much taught me how to do everything myself. Usually when you get signed by a bigger label, they take on all the responsibilities, and then usually you get screwed because you don't know what you're doing. The good part about being on an independent label is you get to learn and do everything yourself. So I think it ends up helping you being a better musician down the road, musically and business-wise. The best advice I could give to another indie artist would probably be there's no outline, there's no book you can read, there's no little article you could read to learn everything you need to do. But I would just say try to read as much as you can and get different opinions from different things and different people and see what works out. And, some things are going to work for some people, some won't. Just keep at it. No one's going to tell you to quit. They're wrong. You need to keep going. And most people, they're too lazy and they're not willing to jump into something nowadays. They're scared. And a lot of people are going to give you the wrong opinion, so I wouldn't even listen to them. I try to reply to everything when I'm engaging with my fans online. I try to reply to all that, and I try to do little contests, try to do videos, answering questions. Recently, I just did a Motor City Musicians interview, and I asked a bunch of fans some questions, so I answered it on that video, and hopefully most of their questions were answered. I didn't get enough time to answer all of them, which kind of sucked, but I'm sure I'll get to see them at the shows. I try to meet as many people as I can when I'm at shows or events. So I'm currently not touring and performing this very second, but March 12th, I'm supposed to be playing Red Gorilla Music Fest in Austin, Texas during Austin Music Week, and March 15th at the Liquid Soul Music Fest in Glendale, Arizona. I still have to get a band together for that, so that's kind of still up in the air. But I am planning a tour this summer in July and August. I'm hoping to hit New York a couple times because I love going there. Every time I go there, it's awesome. So I'm pretty much going to hit Midwest, Northeast, South, and Southeast. That's about pretty much all I'm doing for this album. I think the next album is when I'm going to start to do a lot more. So, hi, my name is Hunter from 7th Story Fall, and you've been listening to My Indie 10 on TRS 24/7 Radio. And you can reach me at 7storyfall.com. Enjoy my track, Sing to Me, from the new album, Stories and Analogies.
I saw you on the winter trail. Oh, it's so damn cold. I can't repeat it. I know it gets old to see your smile down a darkened road. Our heads in the clouds as we scream. back to me. Take your part and sing it loud. Sing it back to me, oh. Sing it back to me. Take your part and sing it loud. Sing it back to me, oh. Sing it back to me. Take your part and sing it loud. Sing it back to me, oh. Sing it back to me. Sing it back to me.
Want to be a featured guest on TRS 24/7 with Chris and Alicia? Contact us at TRS 24/7radio@gmail.com today.